my channel, Adventures with Amirah. Today I want to talk to you guys about some great storage items that I found at Dollar Tree and then how I also use them in my home. First, can we just talk about these storage bags? These things have been such a lifesaver. I am so happy with them. They come in 3 different sizes. So this is 3 of the large size, and you can see how many pairs of shoes she has in that picture, but I'll show you how big they are. I'll pull these out for you guys, and they are so durable. They're not like Ziploc bags or anything. I mean, these are heavy duty bags, and I love that they come with a handle on them. I mean, they're pretty large. You can fit small blankets, beach towels, swimsuits when you're going out somewhere. We'd use these for storage. These are great for when you're packing for a long trip and you need to save space in your luggage. These also come in XL, which is 2 in a pack, and I'll show you that size here. These are blankets that we are storing in these. And this blanket here, this purple blanket, is a full-size blanket. Like, this will fit across my whole queen-size bed. And it condensed because you can press them and kind of get the air out of them. You don't have to use a vacuum or anything. This is also a full-size blanket here. This is a stitch blanket. So both of these huge blankets fit in here. And as far as like my kids' blankets, this bag, this is the same size, extra large bag. This has 4 blankets in it. So this is a full-size fleece blanket here, and these are smaller, like children's or baby size blankets. All 4 of those blankets fit in here, and I probably could fit one more, some sheets or whatnot. But this keeps them clean and fresh after you wash them, so you don't have to worry about dust getting on them if you put them into storage, or if you want to use extra storage under your bed, you don't have to worry about things getting on them under there. And then they also have the extra large bags, and these are huge. As you can see here, she's got 2 coats in this bag. I bought this because of our quilts that we have. So this is my son's Pottery Barn quilt, and this is a full to queen size quilt, and it fits in this bag beautifully with room to spare. So I love those bags. They are super durable, and for $1, you just can't beat the price. Some other new items that I found that I'm really enjoying are these new acrylic organizers. Now, I have so many of these that I've picked up from Ross and TJ Maxx, sometimes Target, but they're so expensive. I could not believe how many different ones they had of these in one of the stores I went to in Orlando. So this one comes with a little lid, and it's got 3 separate containers inside, different compartments. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I use this for things like these little jewelry, and it has a little top on it you can pull off. You could actually use this for a separate little tray for something if you need it, or if you're separating this out for crafts like beads or whatnot, you could lay your beads into this to work with. But I mean, how cute is that? And I love that it has the 3 compartments. You can use these in the office. You could use these for makeup items. I mean, there's just so many uses. And honestly, guys, if you go through almost every room in my house, I have Dollar Tree stuff, organizing stuff everywhere you look. I mean, from different things in my kitchen to arts and crafts to office supplies for my kids' homework, for my makeup, for our toiletries, in our laundry room. It's just everywhere. I mean, I cannot believe how inexpensive these items are. Here's some more of these acrylic organizers, and these are really beautiful. I got quite a few of these because these are going to be gorgeous if you do a makeup drawer and you want everything neatly done in there. These will fit inside of, I don't have the Muji drawers, but I have some different ones that these would fit perfectly in, so I use that for those as well. Then we have these large organization trays. These are great. These would fit hair brushes and different things like that in here, watches, even in your kitchen if you need somewhere to keep like your little extra packs of ketchup and stuff that you might have, or different little to-go forks and spoons or things for their lunches. I mean, you can use them in a refrigerator. I mean, there's just so many uses for those. And I use these for like some of my little EOS lip balms. I also like the Walgreens ones that they have, but they fit in here just perfectly, and you could slide these into one of my other drawers, so I like that keeps those all together. Now, I've seen these before, but I wanted to show you guys how I use mine. So this is one of those little organizers from the Dollar Tree. It just snaps open, and it will accommodate the smaller types of washi like this, because you see it's got a curve on the top of it, so you can put those, and then the little bitty washies fit in here perfectly. I have some of the other washies that I've picked up, the little small decorative tapes there. And then I also just keep my glue stick and little glue tabs and my pencil sharpener in here. And this is nice when you're getting ready to do certain projects. If you just put all your little supplies in here, like if you have one main craft station, but you're going to work on something somewhere else, put everything you're going to need for that craft in one of these and go. Speaking of crafts, another thing that I love are these little boxes here. And I love these particularly because they have these little handles on the side. I have used these for years and years. This is one of the older ones. The newest ones I got were like lime green and blue. The lids come off, and then I use these that are also from the Dollar Tree to put my glitters and things like that in. So I have glitters in here. I have different little sequins, beads. I have different little buttons. I mean, I do lots of different crafts. I have these little bells in here. I have a little container of those. I use those on one of the fairy houses for one of my daughter's parties. Those were the little doorbells that we hung from the fairy houses that we made. And the buttons were part of the fairy house thing too. But I keep all of these in here so you can see that there are just different little craft items in each of those little containers. You can actually use these like not for long term but for short term, like toiletries or whatnot. If you just need a tiny little bit of something to take with you on vacation, I just sanitize them and take them with me in little containers like this. But for little stars and different little things that you're doing for crafting, they're amazing. And look how many I was able to fit in one container. So all these glitters and whatnot, I always know where my sequins and things are. I just keep them in here. I keep the lid snapped shut. And then I don't have to worry about, even if it falls, they're not going to fall out or anything like that. My husband uses this in the office, and this was all one piece. So we keep just change here, and he has some pens and little zip drives and whatnot here and just different little things. I snatched this out of his desk. He's like, where are you going with that? I'm like, I'm doing a video. I'm sure he was like, of course you are. For pet items, they had these, of course, and we just keep Galaxy's little treats in here. This works really well. It keeps the smell inside, and it doesn't let them get stale. For his dog food, we normally buy the 5-pound bags just so that we don't have so much dog food around because he's so small. He only eats a half cup at a time anyway. But so we use these containers from the Dollar Tree, and I keep his dog food in here. This stays out where it's easy for my daughter to get to it because it's her job that she feeds the dog every day. And this is easy. This is a measuring cup that we got from the Dollar Tree as well. We keep it in here, and then as it gets empty, we just refill it with the rest of whatever was left in the bag. These little containers here can be used for almost anything. Here I'm using it for these markers that I got, all my little Sharpies that are in this collection I keep in here. But you can decorate the sides of these with anything. You can put different color papers in here to make them decorative. You could use washi tape on the outside. I use these for makeup brushes. You can use them for kitchen utensils. I mean, they just have a multitude of uses. Candle holders, which I think they probably were originally designed for. Just different beading and stuff you could put on the outside to make them like decorative little containers for your room. Just all kinds of things. And I love these containers. They're very durable, they're dishwasher safe, and I've used them on and off for all kinds of different things. Here's another one of the small little acrylic containers, and these are the perfect height for like little lip balms and whatnot. So I put my little chapsticks and lip balms in here, and then it just makes it easier to get to. Here's another thing that would be good in the office. I'm using this for my different little craft paints that I have. But these are really durable, and they're metal, but they look sleek. You would never know that something like that came from the Dollar Tree unless you're like us and you shop there all the time. Here's those little containers that I was talking about before for different little tacks, the thumbtacks, and these are magnetic on the back. These are similar to the ones they sell at IKEA. This is what I did with my little clips, all of my little gold paper clips and whatnot. Here's some more that I use. These are the bigger size. They came in 2 different sizes. And then also for my smaller little clothespins, my decorative clothespins that I use for things, I put those in there as well. And I have a whole container that I keep these in. Now, all about multiple uses for different things. So this is a napkin holder, and that's what it says it is. But what I see when I see this is a palette holder for my makeup palettes. And that's what I tend to use things like this for. So they just stand up beautifully in there. I like that it's clear so I can see what it is. This would hold probably 2 to 3 palettes in here. So I use it for that. And then I also use it for things like gift bag holders, just to store different gift bags so they're not falling over or getting wrinkled. Or for things like planners. I'll keep planners and things in these. And it's nice because these are clear, so they go with any decor within your house. You can use them, you know, under your cabinet to put cutting boards on or anything like that. I wouldn't use anything too heavy because they are kind of a thinner plastic, but they work really well for the things that I use them for. I also want to mention this, as far as for storage, I like to use bags like this also for stuffed animals. It helps them keep airflow but keeps them up into one spot. If my daughter has a lot of stuffed animals that are just kind of accumulating, she doesn't want to get rid of them, and I'm like, you can't even see them all if they're in a basket or something. We'll put them in one of these bags, and then she can pull out whatever friend that she wants to play with for that moment. And then finally, I wanted to talk about these containers here. I'd spoken about these when I first bought them and what I was going to be using them for. I use them in my son and my daughter's sock drawers, and for any of their smaller items. These just look great in their drawers. They help them keep everything separated, and they were only $1 a piece. I had these in a multitude of sizes. These are the long ones, these are the short ones, these are a little bit wider, and then they have some that are a little bit longer than this and also wider. But so I just put little socks and things in there, so it just helps keep everything organized in their drawers for them so that they can learn to put stuff away by themselves. All right, you guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.